Mustafa up next to take that through. But unfortunately, the caged it.
And he's having a few words with his coaching staff. Meanwhile, in the cage now is the
Ethiopian Abebe. Abebe is the national record holder of Ethiopia. A big throw from the Ethiopian, but not as big as that of Tariq Ismail and Mustafa Mohamed.
It's turned out to be a competition between the two Egyptians and the Kenyan who have produced the big throws here.
That throw actually has been red flagged.
Now Dominic Abunde of Kenya looks as though he would be the main competition or threat for the two Egyptians, Tariq Ismail and Mustafa Mohamed, who have laid the marker in the hammer throw this afternoon.
Abebe. The man from Mauritius, Giant Iron, is up here. He has delivered the throw. His energy can deliver. Gian Iron from Mauritius has a personal best in the hammer throw of 61.83, and this was 3 years ago. .04. And I really like this name, Dominic Abunda.
The big man from Kenya,
the national record holder. 6th in Douala, 7th in Asaba, 8th in Mauritius. Will he do better in Accra? A big throw for the Kenyan. A massive, massive throw. Last month, he set the national record of 62.70. He's here hoping to claim gold. He's here hoping to surpass his previous efforts in the African Athletics Championships. The last time he came to Accra, he finished 5th during the African Games. .69, which is now a new national record for Kenya. It previously stood at 62.70. I beg your pardon, he was inches away from a new national record. The national record is 62.70. And Shipang Makete. I did mention earlier that the South Africans had to take me through school to be able to pronounce that name. He is not smiling. He wants to do better. He knows he can do better.
And that was also an equally big throw from
Shipang Makete.
Mahete.
There he comes. Tariq Ismail. Based on what we've previously witnessed, if it stays as it is, it will be gold and silver for Egypt. The man whose show currently puts him second in this very final is up for a challenge of surpassing Mustafa to lay his hands on gold. And a couple of moments ago, Japan did 66.70. Tariq is not a happy man. Mustafa is a happy man. There he comes. Who is the contender? Who is here as a threat to deny him an opportunity of claiming gold? Mustafa. Mustafa again. A monster of a hammer thrower. A golden athlete, a man to admire. He's such a joy to watch. Abebe has a task. Abebe has delivered his show, but it is miles away from Mustafa's 69.89. Mustafa can smell gold, he will smell gold, and he will kiss gold. who competed in the heptathlon on day 4.
Deuxième médaille d'argent représentant la République sud-africaine.
Second silver medalist representing Republic of South Africa,
Enya
Pula.
Enya Pula of South Africa, a silver medalist. Meanwhile,
First gold medalist, African champion 2026 for heptathlon, representing Benin.
Première médaille d'or, champion d'Afrique 2026 pour l'heptathlon, représentant le Bénin, Odile Awanwano.
Odile Awanwano. Gold medalist for the women's heptathlon.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise up if you can for the national anthem of Benin.
Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez vous lever si vous le pouvez pour l'hymne national du Bénin.
Congratulations to the winners and thank you to Mr. Viering Dagon, President of Benin Athletics Federation.
Félicitations aux vainqueurs. Remerciements à M. Viering Dagon, Président de la Fédération béninoise d'athlétisme.
And a victory ceremony.
For the third time consecutively, Odile Awanwano has won gold in the women's heptathlon. 1 gold in Mauritius 2022, 1 gold in Douala 2024, and now she has 1 gold in Accra 2026. A cabinet to admire, a cabinet to adore, a cabinet to envy if you are a jealous person.
Absolutely. Without great athletes, great example for Baton athletes who want or aspire to achieve greatness. She clearly is a good example for such Baton athletes.
If I were to add more of her laurels, the gold medal she won in Accra during the African Games, the women's heptathlon. 4 golds in succession for the 35-year-old from Benin. The hammer throw final is still on. 48.04 for Jen and 62.69 for Dominic Abunde, 66.70. Shipan McCarthy, Mustafa, 69.89. The hammer throw final. The cage has been fixed. Athletes have been called. Take your chance again. There's gold to be won tonight. Either for Kenya, Egypt, Mauritius, South Africa. Abunde takes his turn. Abunde has not been able to deliver the throw again. And for the second time, his throw has been caged. He will be frustrated. He will be disappointed. He will wonder what is actually happening. He was in the circle, went round 360. In attempt to deliver that throw, a 360 degree became an obtuse angle where the ball was stuck to the net.
Ahmad Faye, représentant le Bénin.
To represent Benin, Johan Michel Sourou.
Back to 200
Représentant
meters.
le Ghana,
To
We'll
represent
get back
Ghana,
to the
Philemon
throw in no
Amazon.
time, but for now, the men are back on the tracks for the 200 meters. Meanwhile,
représentant
introduction
Maurice,
ongoing
to
for the
represent
triple jump for the men.
Mauritius, Jordan Adel Cupidon.
représentant le Burkina,
To represent Burkina Faso,
Alan Sawadogo. Voilà, mesdames et messieurs, les concurrents pour cette finale de triple saut.
These men are
and
going
to
to be jumping
represent
in no time.
Kenya,
Représentant le Kenya,
Gilbert Kemoy.
voilà donc les représentants, les concurrents pour cette finale de triple saut.
That is the man from Kenya,
Nous repartons
Gilbert
vers le 200 mètres homme.
Bemoy, for the triple jump for the men. From Burkina Faso, we do have Alan Sawadogo, Ghana's Philemon Amuzu, Jordan Adel from Mauritius, all in there. Back to the hammer throw, and in the cage now is African. He releases a monstrous one. That's a good throw. A good throw there from Shipang Maketi of South Africa. But it's a bit behind that throw from Mustafa of Egypt. Shepang Maketi. The turn of Ahmed Tariq Ismail of Egypt.
Morocco,
Tariq Ismail of Egypt. takes his turn for the hammer throw. Is the 5 of the CAA Seniors Championships in Ghana. University of Ghana Sports Stadium is the venue. And he lets go one big one again. And that's another huge one from Tariq Ismail. He, however, got a red flag for that throw. The turn of the man with the lead at the moment, Mustafa Mohammed, also from Egypt. He goes into the cage with his eyes firmly glued on the ultimate. Mustafa goes in. That's a huge one again from Mustafa. Monstrous throw from Mustafa once again. But he gets a red flag. And he smiles to that. That's it for him. He gets a red flag goal for that wonderful throw. I'm sure he will not mind at all because he's full of smiles. He knows for sure he is inching for the gold medal. There he is, full of smiles. Mustafa gets the congratulatory messages from his colleagues and competitors. He knows for sure he is and has done it. Mustafa Mohammed of Egypt. Having a word with the coaching staff and still full of smiles. He knows it. He's done it. A gold medal clearly for Mustafa Mohammed. And there he joins his compatriots Ahmed Tariq Ismail, and they know it. They've backed the medals for Egypt in hammer throw.
They began well and they deserve to celebrate that success. They know what they wanted. They knew how to achieve what they wanted. And they got what they wanted.
Results of the final of the 20 kilometers walk race for men, which took place early this morning. At the first place, Feryasa Misbana Wakuma, Ethiopia.
There is the poll vote.
47. Second, Kifu Lamini Stephen, Kenya, 1 hour 26.01. Third place, Kazakhstan, Ethiopia, 1 hour 21.07. Fourth, Namibia, Algeria, 1 hour 21.09. 5, Wakuna, Wanyoni, Kenya, 1 hour 2 minutes 4.61.
An absolute flyer from South Africa's Valco van Wyk. He has just cleared the bar at 5.00. Valco van Wyk. The crowd roared and he responded. Oh my word. This man is a star. He has a season best of 5.61 and a personal best of 5.61. When he cleared the bar at 5.61, he was just 20 years of age. He is 25. He was born on July 26. He was born in the year 2000. And there we go for a challenge of 2.20. Oh my word, Valco. Cape Town will be overjoyed. Johannesburg will be overjoyed. He started his season in Cape Town during the USSA Track and Field Championships, where he cleared the bar at 5.45. If you have done 4.45, what is 5.0 to you? Joseph Paul Amoy. He was once Ghana's 200 meters record holder. He's hoping for a place in the final. And missed out on the podium in the men's 100 meters final. Is this the opportunity for him to redeem himself? He would want to do that. He had spoken about the fact that the athletes were here to make their country proud. Silver in the relay as a member of the quartet. Now he races out alone. The track is his. He has no one to share with. When he joined his mates on day 4 of this championship, they crossed the lane. At the time, that was only good enough for a bronze medal. Seven 38.74 for 1,000th of a second away from Côte d'Ivoire. That set a new national record of 38.52 seconds, while Nigeria crossed the line at 38.70. .20 meters is now the height Valco must tackle. Meanwhile, the men for the 200 meters are on the track.
Quickly, in lane 2, you have Calvin Unfile of Botswana. There is Kayinda Malunda from Congo. Joseph Paul Amoy is in lane 4. You have got Chuma Methembe of Zimbabwe. Theodore is in there from Burundi. Elvis Kasep from Namibia. And Jerome Kunu from Benin. Heat 3 of the 200 meters. Men.
Heat 5 of the men's 200 meters. Off they go, and there they fly, there they go on the outer lane. Ghana's Joseph Satama takes a very good bend. He leads this race, but Botswana is in contention. There they close up. It is a race on neck to neck. He wants to have this under control. Botswana is in there. Joseph Paul Amoah wants to reserve some energy, for he knows the final is coming up. He knew he had this under control. He didn't want to exert so much energy. He crossed the finish line. Second, 21.01 for the Ghanaian. Calvin of Botswana, 21.22. And Chege Samoei, 21.49, the Kenyan. Geseb Elvis crossed the line at 21.71, and he finished fifth, with Kuno Jero crossing the line at 21.80. 7th and 8th had 22.54 and 23.12.
Very controlled run or race there from Joseph Paul Amoah. But of course, he was caught up on the line. But he knew he was the first to qualify, so no worries for him at all.
Mustafa, the gold medalist in the men's hammer throw, is on standby for his first worst, having won gold in the 2026 African Athletics Senior Championships.
All right, so with the hammer throw for the men, I've got the current and the reigning African champion, Mustafa Mohammed is here with me. Mustafa Gamel, congratulations.
Thank you.
Reigning African champion. Your time in Douala was 73.
Yes. This is not second time to win. Thank God, Alhamdulillah, I'm African champion and start in 2011. Champion and my record holder, 81 meter right now. But now, you know, I'm old man, 38 years old. But Alhamdulillah, thank God for this position, and I'm trying to be good in Olympics.
Are we going to see the old man at the Olympics?
Inshallah, I hope this in Olympics, inshallah.
All the best.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Mustafa. Very soon, we'll be bringing you the pole vault. Varco cleared the bar at 5.0. He wants to clear it at 5.20. Meanwhile, just to give you an idea of what happened during the hammer throw and how Mustafa ended up claiming gold. The Egyptian reached 65.18, 69.12, 72.58, and 72.58.
Stand up, please. Stand up.
And that 72.58 throw, the biggest of the day, that has given or gotten him the gold medal in this event.
And this is also a new personal best for the Egyptian, whose personal best previously stood at 58.89. 72.58, an incredible distance to cover. Meanwhile, Shipang of South Africa, the 65.47, 67.27, 67.27, 66.29, and 66.70. He finished third in this contest. It is gold for Egypt, gold, silver for Egypt, and bronze for South Africa. Meanwhile, South Africa is up in contention for gold in the men's pole vault. The men's 200 meters. And there they come, the men's 200 meters event. It is heat 4 of this contest, and in lane 2 is Ghana. Ghana leads Malaysia. Botswana comes in close out of the lane, and it is Ghana first, Botswana second. 21.19. Marzouk Shaibu, 21.24. Is this winning time? Well, the Botswana. In fact, the Nigerian came second. Chidi, Okezek Chidi came second with 21.29. 5,000 of a second separating the two.
That was a very controlled run. That is how you do it. Make sure you have it locked down in the last 50 meters.
Valco is attempting to come on. Nearly. Oh, come on, the South African. Come on, the 33-year-old.
Well, he almost got it there. On his way down, I think his knee just clipped it. But excellent technique, so much experience. And he was way above the bar, which means that he's got room to spare in this one with that starting height.
Nearly doesn't kill a bird. Nearly has never killed a bird.
That was great. He was way over the bar. And I think he was in a very good position. That's his first attempt at 5.00. And elsewhere, Mondo Duplantis has secured the same title on the global front. The Diamond League in Shanghai, 6.12 meters there. Remember, he holds the world record at 6.31 meters. Broken it 14 times.
Meanwhile, it's a medal ceremony for the race walk. Ethiopia in first, Kenya second, Ethiopia third. Pardon my moment of the near screen on Falco's attempt to clear the bar at 5.20. He crossed the line at 1 hour, 18 minutes, 33 seconds. Congratulations, Sugar. Congratulations, Sylvia. Congratulations, Fuad.
The Athletics Federation. And
there we have the men's 200 meters. Continuation of the heat. There they head to the blocks.
And this is heat 5, 200 meters for the men. In lane 1, we have Elton Josep of Namibia, Ibrahima Amayati of Cameroon.
there they go for the kick.
Off they go, off they fly.
Men.
They got off so fast. Ibrahim Fousseni is in the lead out of lane 4. But he has Cameroon to contend with. Ibrahim Fousseni is seeking to qualify. But there comes Senegal. He jacks through the finish line. Senegal makes the next round. Ketsi Mohamed 21.14. Ibrahim Fousseni 21.34.
Du Sénégal, vainqueur de cette 5e série de 200 mètres hommes.
Mohamed Ibrahim,
14 for the
they
winner
are
of the
true.
kick 5 with Mohamed
To the next round. They wouldn't have to go through the emotional and painful experience of waiting to see whether if they're among the top fastest 8 athletes to progress. They have done it at the first attempt.
That was a very close heat there. The Senegalese, his last 60 or so meters was just blistering,
And on the pole
taking the
vault,
lead
final
from
man to
Ghana's
bob
Fousseni and
5 meters,
finishing majestically to progress alongside Fousseni for the next stage, semi-finals of the 200 meters.
Pour la finale du saut à la perche.
It was a
Messieurs,
moment
la barre
where
est à 5 mètres 20.
Ibrahim Fousseni knew crossing the finish line was his to lose. But there Valco goes. There Valco attempts a 5.20 meters height. And there Valco, unfortunately, drops the bar again. He's been unsuccessful once. He has 2 more attempts to get it right. He has gone to change the vault. He is wondering what the previous one in fact, it appears he even wants to assess more
Résultat de la finale de
and
lancer
decides
de
which
poids, de
one
lancer de
he wants to
marteau
use.
homme. Premier, Mostafa Mohamed, Égypte, 72 mètres 58. Deuxième, Ahmed Darek, Égypte, 68 mètres 27. Troisième, Separ Makete, Afrique du Sud, 67 mètres 25. Quatrième, Ojigi Dominique, Kenya, 62 mètres 69. Cinquième, Jean Carré Maurice, 48
The smiling Valco,
Sixième,
excited Valco.
Abebe
Come on, he says. Come along with me.
pour l'Éthiopie,
He says.
45-85.
He waves at the support he is receiving here at the University of Ghana Stadium.
And this is heat 6 in the 200 meters for the men. In lane 2, Marcos Santos of Angola, Elvis Mayingo of Zambia, Hervé Twamanji of course, Central African Republic. And there's also Jeshan of Mauritius. Sheikha Traore of Cote d'Ivoire is in there alongside Faisal Salepi of Botswana and Guy Magaga Gora of Gabon. 7 men, 2 of them qualify automatically. On your marks.
Who are going to be the top 2, who are going to be qualifying automatically. There you have Cameroon taking Cote d'Ivoire, taking a very perfect bend. But in lane 1, it is Angola. Botswana is always in the conversation for a place in the final. It is a neck-to-neck competition between Botswana and Cote d'Ivoire, and they have wrapped it up. 20.54, 20.59. Traore Sheikh crossed the finish line at 20.59. Whilst Lepe, he crossed the finish line.
And I think this is the fastest heat by far. If we're looking at 20.59. Generally, they've all been around the 21s, early 21s, thereabout, and also worthy of note, the record holder is not in competition. Letsile Tebo is absent from competition. 19.46 seconds, the African record. And so we are nowhere close to it, but the wind speed is good. And the flash times recorded so far, 20.59. The fastest heat in the men's 200 meters thus far.
Fastest heat, he says. There we go back. There we are going to have an attempt from Valco again as he tries to clear the bar at 5.2.
Well, he's asking for support from the stands. And the crowd pull together. To see him get over 5.20 meters. And the run-up is quick. Can he get it? Gets it wonderful vaulting from Valco van Wyk. He does it finally with room to spare. What an effort.
And you can clearly feel it. You can feel it. It is palpable from the South African. 5.20. He got the crowd on his feet. And when they stood up, he decided to fly high above all of them, clearing the bar at 5.20. He opened his arms in celebration and somersaulted. A genius of a pole vaulter. Oh my word. A man from South Africa, a country that is known to be dominant with gold, is here to win gold.
Yes, and they do have the African record as well, South Africa. 6.03 Orchid Brits all the way back in 1995.
And when he set that record, 5 years later, Valko van Wyk was born. Valko van Wyk, 25 years of age.
So he's within reach of his personal best. Still below it, he's been able to scale 5.61 meters in 2021 when he was just 20 years old. Well, he's 7 of the men's 200 is underway. We go past the bend and into the home straight.
A straight one between Charlie Matundo of Namibia and Malambo of Zambia. The first two to advance, and Charlie Matundo of Namibia together with Zambia's Chongo Malambo. There you say it's Matundu with the win from Namibia. There he is in your shots. Control therefore from Charlie Matundo, winning this heat, and followed by Chongo Malambo.
In 21.15, Matundo wins this, and Malambo came second in 21.65 seconds. Not the fastest of heats, but great efforts nonetheless.
Absolutely. You're live at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, the CAA Seniors Championship, Day 5.
It's a senior championship, but youngsters are here dominating and flying. We've had 18 and 19-year-olds. We've had 20, 21, 22, 23, and 25-year-olds. And we equally have a 41-year-old. And earlier, as mentioned, Orchid Prince is a record holder. We had indicated that when he set that record 5 years later, Valko van Wyk was born. Yeah. And Orchid Prince will be so excited. He will be happy that he has a countryman who is on a trajectory to either equalizing or setting a new African record.
And when Orchid Prince did it in 1995, Muftar Nabila, where were you?
I think Mundo Duplantis was born around that time too.
Mundo Duplantis, a young man who is a beast. He flies as though he is an aeroplane. He has flown above a height of 6.31 meters. He has set 14 world records, broke all those 14 world records. But here in the continent.
And a few hours ago, he just broke the meet record in the Diamond League with 6.12 meters. Below his personal best, below the world record. But you know he saves the big ones for the big occasions.
And that is when it matters most. When you need him, he flies. The wind currently is at a positive 0.50. No athlete would want to run under that condition. You may do well, but World Athletics will put an asterisk on your time. No one wants that.
Has to be win legal.
It has to be win legal, and win is only legal 1/8S. 2.0. Anything above that is deemed illegal. They have lined up. They are ready. Africa, are you ready? The rest of the world, are you ready?
On your mark.
Do we interest you to know that despite the time zone difference that we have for this championship, we have viewers and listeners from all over the world. China, USA, Argentina, Brazil, they are all following this championship. It's a men's 200 meters, heat 8. And away they go, away they fly. On the bend, they take it quick, and they're now on the home straight. It is Mauritius BB who leads. However, Kenya has come to surpass with Wangui Danish winning the heat.
It will be Kenya and Senegal 1 and 2.
Wangui Danish 21.22. Ishaye Abu 21.36. It was quick, it was swift, it was brilliant. He took the bend so well. He knew when he was on the home straight, he needed to race against the wind, and he gave his all. Senegal came through, surpassing Mauritius.
The last 50 meters of the Senegalese.
Meanwhile, the crowd is cheering and throwing its weight behind Valco. They have given him a task. He has been told to fly above it. He wants to fly above it. He is incredible pole vaulter. An excellent pole. Let's go.
Absolutely.
5.4 meters down. He is getting closer to his own season's best that he did at the USSA Track and Field Championships in Cape Town just last month.
And giving the fans here in Accra a show. He is a showman, loves the attention, and giving Ghanaians and of course Africa and the whole world a show in this event.
And there we have another medal ceremony.
Third, bronze medalist representing Algeria, Aziz Souad.
The women's race walk final. It was won by Ethiopia.
Second, silver medalist representing Kenya,
deuxième.
Kenya came
Médaillé
second.
d'argent représentant le
While
Kenya.
Algeria had to settle for
Kemboy
third.
Sylvia.
She got cross the line at 1
Première
hour,
médaille
33
d'or.
minutes, 31
Champion du
seconds.
20 km marche femme pour le
Sylvia crossed the line at 1
24e
hour,
championnat
33 minutes,
d'Afrique
44 seconds.
d'athlétisme représentant l'Éthiopie.
First gold medalist, African champion 2026 for 20 kilometers race walk women representing Ethiopia from
Kembo Women.
She's happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand if you can for the national anthem of Ethiopia.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise up if you can for the national anthem of Ethiopia.
Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez vous lever s'il vous plaît pour l'hymne national de l'Éthiopie. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
The kind of deference and reverence accorded to all national teams when their anthems are sung. Breathing through the speakers, everyone takes a definite position. No movement when the national anthems are being sung here in the stadium. Ethiopia 1, Kenya 2, Algeria 3. And how many times would we hear the anthem of Ethiopia or Kenya during major meets like this one? They are on TV, they are smiling to the camera, they are overjoyed. The ultimate question, Ben, will Valco set a new season best or even attempt the African record set by Oket Brice about 31 years ago?
I'm sure within his range will be his season best.
He is within that range of 5.45. At the moment, he has done 4.50. 5.40, I beg your pardon.
So he's within that range and clearly he can attempt that. The area record is quite a brisk ask if you ask me. 6.03 meters is quite a big ask.
Well, it may be a big ask, but I have personally witnessed moments where the stadium will ask a question, are you sure Mundo will clear this? And he will leave everyone gaping.
I'm not too sure if Mundo is human.
I've never believed it. I've had the privilege of interviewing him a couple of times, and whenever you speak to him, he continues to remain humble despite the huge success that he's had. I remember one moment when I asked him, Mundo, what makes you special? And guess the answer he gave me when I interviewed him and asked him that question. The only thing that makes him special is training. There was another aspect that I never knew about him until he said it. He added, I am a musician and I enjoy music. I never knew that.
Very interesting story of Mundo Duplantis, a beast in pole vault. Exciting scenes though at the University of Ghana Stadium. It's a Saturday in Ghana and the fans are here with family to enjoy some athletics and the greatest championship in Africa.
We go all the way up to 19 hours GMT.
The ball is at 5 meters 60 for Van Wyk Valco.
That will be 10 p.m. in Nairobi. That will be 9 p.m. in South Africa. 9 p.m. in Cairo. 9 p.m. in Botswana, the recent host of the World Relays, as well as Zambia. Most Southern African countries are 2 hours ahead of Ghana. And it is 5.62 next. 5.62. Will Valco do it?
Mesdames et messieurs, votre attention s'il vous plaît.
If he's able to do that, that will be his next or the new personal best. As his personal best now stands at 5.61.
And he did that 5 years ago when he was just 20 years.
And attempting 5.62 meters now. That would be a good achievement, obviously, for Valco Van Wyk.
You may try taking the Ghanaians out of a Ghanaian, but he will remain a Ghanaian. That reaction is synonymous with Ghanaians. Van Wyk says, it is okay, I am coming. Ha, 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 he says. He is a showman. He wants to give Accra a show. He wants to give Africa a show. He wants to give the rest of the world a show. He looks into the sky for cheers. He asks for the applause, and they are responding. It is done in unison. It sounds as though it were choreographed. This is not choreographed. This is one that is just happening. Instincts. And there he takes his rise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6.2 is a challenge. Will he fly above it? He has tried it, but he hasn't been successful.
He came so close to getting it done. He, however, has 2 more attempts at 5.62.
Africa's very own fantastic Mr. Hawks. Either a hawk or an eagle can't fly that high. So pardon me if I say he's Africa's very own fantastic Mr. Hawk. You may prefer an eagle, but he has to go for some instruction. He may do it. He wants to do it.
Your attention please, Mr. Bawa. Mr. Bawa, the director of the officials, come down to medium, please.
These are the moments to savor. These are the moments to celebrate. These are the moments to enjoy. Even the C's in the stands have admired Van Wyk so far.
He is the man on a show here on day 5.
And there the long jump comes. The floodlights are watching. The flags all over the continent are watching. The C's in the stadium are watching. Welcome to Africa. This is the best moment in Africa. This is the ultimate stage for track and field in Africa. The Confederation of African Athletics, the continent's athletics governing body, they have served a perfect meal. Aside from the fact that the Confederation of African Athletics have served a perfect meal, there isn't a perfect drink here to enjoy aside from Piva. Piva Beverages, they have contributed to the organization of this event, and they have got the best drink for anyone who would want to keep himself hydrated. And there the long jump comes. It's a men's triple jump, I beg your pardon. This record is held by Professor Andrew Owusu. Set that record in 1998. The African record holder is now a professor.
Meanwhile, we are back with Valco Van Wyk in the pole vote. He does have 2 more attempts at 5.62 meters. Taking his time, preparing himself for the attempt, which will be second attempt for Valco Van Wyk at 5.62 meters. He getting set for second attempt at 5.62 meters. Spoken to himself. He would call now on the fans in the stadium. Hold on, says hold on, hold on. Let's do it together. The fans are responding to his call. Valco Van Wyk.
Valco is back. Valco is back for another attempt at 5.62. Valco wants to clear the bar at 5.62. I am 25. When I did it at 20, I want to do better at the age of 25, and he hasn't been able to even fly.
Could not generate the speed required to take off. Second attempt didn't go as planned for Valco Van Wyk. He knows it is a big, big ask. Trying to set a new personal best is a big, big ask. But he does have one more attempt if he does want to take it. Valco 1 week. The fans bring in color and exciting scenes here at the University of Ghana Stadium, day 5 of the CAA Seniors Championships in athletics, obviously. Triple jump, where it's been ongoing for some time now. We do have 15 strongmen competing for the ultimate at stake in triple jump. In your shots now is Ethiopia's Hibaye. Hibaye of Ethiopia in your shots. Bekele Hibaye. So the women are out for the 400 meters hurdles heat 1. 400 meters heat hurdles heat 1 for the women.
Women's 400 meters hurdles, and there they go. They have been asked to fly. There they clear the first hurdles on the outer lane. Is Tesema of Ethiopia. She has the lead and she wants to take charge of the lead, but there they go to the third leg, and South Africa, Joseph Rugel is coming in. Zimbabwe has gotten themselves in the conversation, and there they go to the home straight. On the home straight, Zimbabwe leads this race. Ethiopia is second. It is a Zimbabwe-Ethiopia finish. 1 for Zimbabwe, 2 for Ethiopia, 56.93.
The top 3 advance. And it's Ashley Miller with the win for Zimbabwe.
What a way to recover from Ashley Miller. Ethiopia has taken the lead out of the outer lane. Then came the threat from Sita of Burundi. However, it's Miller Ashley who gets over the line first, with Ethiopia having to settle for second. Ashley Miller, though panting to be joy and confined. Valco is back. Valco wants to clear the bar. And there she goes. There he goes. Will he do it? Will he do it? He wants to do it. He hasn't done it. Enough is enough, he says.
Did you see what he just did? He has brought down the bar himself.
If I were him, I would have tried to equal the personal best set 5 years ago.
Well,
But he has his target, he has his ultimate aim, and he works that out with his technical team.
He obviously wanted to better the PB, so chose to go for 5.62 and not his PB of 5.61. Too much of a big ask for Van Wyk, but hey, he's won the pole vault in this championship anyway.
South Africa is a country known for gold, and they have won so many gold medals in this championship. There we have the women's 400 meters hurdles hit you. Meanwhile, the men's triple jump warm-up is currently on. Adam Mohammed in lane 1. She is from Somalia. Chipo Levy from South Africa. Kipto Dominic. Tom Dragrida of Uganda. Linda Amel, Dennis Mutoni Gladys, Joseph Rogel, and Bonshaditu Tessem. Cameroon is in there, Cote d'Ivoire is in there, 2 West African nations. They will be up neck to neck. We have Southern Africa represented by South Africa, Ethiopia and Kenya in the mix. Who makes it through to the next round? The top 3 places will qualify automatically, with the next 2 fastest times advancing to the next round as well.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the hurdles have been placed before them. The hurdles are meant to distract them, but will they get distracted? There we have the women's javelin. From Egypt, is Asel Osama Abdo. Victoria Karika of Nigeria, the woman from the fatherland.
Van Schalkwijk. Et enfin, représentant le Kenya,
to represent Kenya, Ian Caroline Addo.
mesdames et messieurs, deuxième série de 400 mètres haies femmes.
And they will soon be racing above the hurdles that have been placed before them to be an enemy of their success. They have seen the enemy. They will want to beat that enemy. Linda Indian 1, Dennis, and off they go, off they fly. On the outer lane is Teselo of Ethiopia. South Africa's Rugel is close. And there comes Ivory Coast, Demaye Dennis. They are on the back straight. South Africa leads. Ethiopia says, I am close. And I want to stay close. I want to get on the home straight as well. On to the third bend. Cote d'Ivoire is coming. South Africa is coming. Kenya is in the conversation. And Cote d'Ivoire leads. Cote d'Ivoire leads. And it is Cameroon who wants to win it. But South Africa claims first. Cameroon comes second. Joseph Rugel of South Africa crossed the finish line first.
In 55.92 seconds.
That's an impressive time for Rugel Joseph. I didn't mention Cameroon came second. However, they are third with 56 points.
And you look at that recap again, and the strategy, the tactics were spot on, absolutely spot on from the Ivorian. Timed it to perfection and came into competition right at the death. Had enough left in the tank, and just watch how she scales those hurdles. Had the peripheral view of South Africa in lane 5. But it's the first 3 to qualify automatically, and we'll have 2 fastest qualifiers after all the heats are done. And we catch up with the action from the women's javelin.
And that is the Ethiopian Animal with a wonderful throw as we begin the javelin throw for women.
I don't feel we are going to see something special there.
Meanwhile,
vice-président de la Fédération égyptienne d'athlétisme. 3e, médaillé de bronze, représentant l'Afrique du Sud.
Third, bronze medalist representing Republic of South Africa,
Sepan Makete.
Katie.
Second, silver medalist representing Egypt.
deuxième, médaillé d'argent représentant l'Égypte,
Ahmed Tarek Ismail.
First, gold medalist, African champion 2026 for hammer throw men, representing Egypt.
Premier, médaille d'or, champion d'Afrique 2026 pour le lancer de marteau homme, représentant l'Égypte, Mostafa Mohamed.
22.58 meters. The biggest throw of the day in hammer throw this afternoon.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand if you can for the national anthem of Egypt.
Mesdames et messieurs, merci de vous lever si vous le pouvez pour l'hymne national de l'Égypte.
congratulations to the winner and special turn to Mr. Ahmed Hamzi, Egyptian
Mustafa
athlete.
and Tariq, two men from a country that is extremely, extremely unique. A country much noted for its legendary ancient civilization. From the monumental pyramids of Giza and the historic Nile River to the stunning Red Sea, Egypt bridges the gap between the ancient world and the dynamic present. There is the javelin throw. This throw, she would have wished she did it when the records were being taken. That was too good a throw for a warm-up. Nigeria up next to take the throw. That was a very, very decent throw from Victoria Parika. Will Victoria secure victory here? Up next, Kenya. Caroline. This is South Africa. South Africa takes the throw. Another decent throw. Kiana Van Schocke. She likes the weather. She likes the moment. She took the moment and delivered an absolute monstrous of a throw. Kiana Van Schocke. Caroline comes. .72 from Kiana Van Schocke. Caroline races towards the line and she delivers a throw, hoping to cross the line. Caroline carried it. She carried it nicely. Got to the line. Delivered a throw, expecting it to cross the center line. But it never did. .68. And there she comes. Shireen Shaban of Egypt. A similar throw to that of Caroline. That was a very, very huge show from the Egyptian. .21. Ethiopia takes up the next responsibility. Now, she has a different technique, and she wants to use that technique to deliver a much, much better throw. .42. Oh my word! Ariane Duarte, she got words absolutely out of my mouth. 5.60. No wonder she got the words out of my mouth. Lots of objectives for her, but here comes Egypt. Shireen Shaban has delivered a throw that has gone beyond the center line. She is celebrating it. She knows it is a throw that has the potential of winning her gold. It's a massive, massive throw.
And all of a sudden we are
Asel Osama Abdul
throws above the 50-meter mark, and that is so impressive. I think
she is cheering, she is jubilating, she is excited. .90.94. It is actually a 60.97. She nearly went to 61. Parika has a responsibility. 1,500 meters on the track. Asel Abdul.
That should definitely be the highlight of the javelins. Over 60 meters. I didn't anticipate that at all. Remember the African record, 69.3 meters from South African Sunette Viljoen. I wonder if she's related to Mali Viljoen, who runs the 400 meter now. But I mean, this is pleasantly surprising.
I am not surprised. She has trained to be here. She wants to be here. She came here because she is part of the best. .46.56 from Victoria Parika. I'm sure that throw from Abdul has gotten absolutely every single one stunned. It has taken the steam out of all of them. They will be wondering at what point do we get to that distance. She held the javelin so well. Kenya comes. Caroline takes her through. Caroline wants to meet the distance of Estelle Abdo, but she hasn't. She hasn't been able to do it.
Final lap to go for speed one for
for 4.7. Shireen comes. It's a final lap for 1,500. South Africa has gone for gold. They have claimed gold. Shireen comes trying to meet the distance that was taken by Estelle Abdo in the women's javelin final. She continues to celebrate. She knows what she's done is absolutely out of this world. She is celebrating because she is close to gold. She may just win gold. Animao, the pride of Ethiopia.
the medals Confederation of African Athletics Council member and president of Zimbabwe Athletics.
Troisième, médaillé de bronze, représentant le Zimbabwe.
Third, bronze medalist representing Zimbabwe, Souf
L'effort.
Meanwhile, we are celebrating those who have already won some medals.
representing Zimbabwe.
Deuxième, médaillé d'argent, représentant le Zimbabwe, Hope Dennis. Premier, médaille d'or, champion d'Afrique 2026 pour le 400 mètres hommes, représentant le Botswana.
First, gold medalist, African champion 2026 for the 400 meters men, representing Botswana.
Epie Lee.
And there we have it, 400 meters. Men medal ceremony. Botswana champion. Botswana's national anthem
Mesdames
is
et messieurs,
about to breathe through
veuillez
the
vous lever si
speakers
vous le pouvez pour l'hymne national du Botswana.
of
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise
United
up if you
Ghana
can
Stadium.
for the national anthem of Botswana.
And there we take the national anthem of Botswana.
Congratulations to the winners and thank you to Mr. Tendai Tagara, CAA Council member and President of Zimbabwe Athletics.
Mesdames et messieurs, merci. Remerciements particuliers à Monsieur Tendai Tagara, membre du Conseil de la Confédération africaine d'athlétisme, et félicitations aux vainqueurs.
And there, Abdul goes. She has set a new personal best in Accra. That 60.97 is a new personal best for the Egyptian. She is. There comes Victoria. Victoria is far away from victory. She needs to close the gap on Abdul. She takes her steps, she takes her tries. She knows where she wants it to land. She will be seeking to get the gold, but she hasn't.
Let's see another monstrous tour. I think the gold medal is in the bag for Abdul.
She's definitely walking away with that. She's happy, she's excited. Victoria, she was here for victory. Abdul had other ideas.
I think the run-up was good. The elevation was not there. Obviously affected the flight. Maybe with an improved technique she could put in a better throw.
When was the last time did Accra see a javelin throw, especially in the women's division, at 60.97? Never have we had that in Accra.
Second heat, 1,500 meters.
The next heat of the 1,500 meters.
Well, they are into the final lap. It's getting heated. 200 meters to go, and the leading pack is pulling away. 4 men in there.
South Africa is in to win it. He is asking for the crowd, and the crowd has responded as they get on the home straight. He knows he has this under control. Kenya says, I am not going to allow you to do that.
And they have decided
to share it.
And
that is sportsmanship for you.
Wow.
Bring your fist, I give you mine.
Wow.
4 minutes, 01 seconds. Monique Luan of South Africa crossed the finish line first. Komen Kipro, 40.01. A finish separated just by
Just see that replay again.
I really enjoyed that moment where they decided that let's smile at each other, let's share face, let's celebrate together.
Definitely not going to be like that in the final. They will be up for the medals, and the rivalry will take a new turn in the final, believe me.
I have watched athletes compete at the point where it matters most. When one athlete fell on the track, another decided to stop, pick him up, and supported him to cross the finish line. That is the sportsmanship that you can witness when it comes to field and track. And it is the only sport in the world where sportsmanship is at its utmost best.
Well, 4 minutes and 1 second is decent.
It's not just decent, it is absolute good. The first race, however, had South Africa's Chipo Levy crossing the finish line at 3 minutes 47 seconds.
It's way faster.
Way faster. The second heat, they decided to have a party.
The medals will be presented by Mrs. Aminata Keita Sankare, Council Member of the Confederation of African Athletics and President of Mali Athletics Federation.
Troisième, médaillé de bronze représentant l'Algérie.
Third, bronze medalist representing Algeria,
Bodomi Dia.
Second, silver medalist representing Mali.
Deuxième, médaillé d'argent représentant le Mali, Boubacar Diallo. Premier, médaille d'or, champion d'Afrique 2026 pour le saut à la perche homme, représentant l'Afrique du Sud.
First, gold medalist, African champion 2026 for pole vault men, representing Republic of South Africa,
Falco Van Wyk.
Falco is a showman. He gave the spectators here a show. Attempted 5.62 without success, but he claims gold. He's from South Africa.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise up if you can for the national anthem of Republic of South Africa.
Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez vous lever si vous le pouvez pour l'hymne national.
If you know
de
your
l'Afrique du
history,
Sud.
South Africa is often considered as a world in one country. Congratulations,
to
South
the
Africa.
winners.
And how many times? You may want to check that out. A beautiful country. Wildlife, beaches, scenic beauty, and a country.
Meanwhile, the fans are very ready for the next activity lined up, and they await with bated breath as they sit and wait at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium.
And there we have the women's 200 meters. Set, they go. Off they fly. In lane 1 is Ghana. Other lane is Cameroon. And there they race onto the home straight. Ghana is in lane 1, taking the bend pretty quick. But it is Nigeria Rosemary Chukwuma who is leading this contest. Ghana is seeking for a place among the top 3. There comes Cape Verde. Rosemary Chukwuma, she knows these tracks are her playground. She knows she has no competitor. An event that was meant to be a competition became a procession for the Nigerian. She crossed the finish line with aplomb. She takes a deep breath, celebrates that victory. 23.24. Jafar Aishat, 24.19. She finishes third.
And the Gambians.
Rosemary Chukwuma, 23.24. What a race for a Nigerian. There we have, say, Isatu, finishing second with 24.15. Jafar Aishat will be proud of the race she's had. A young girl who is gradually writing her name in gold, hoping to be the next Vida Enim. An absolute monster of an athlete, Vida Enim was. She continues to be one of Ghana's most prized assets when it comes to the track events.
But that was a very good run there from Rosemary Chukwuma. She had no chance whatsoever. It was an easy race there for the Nigerian, but commendations obviously to Gambia's Isatu Say and the young senior high school student from Ghana, Achetu Jafar, a third-year student of TIMAS in Kumasi in Ghana, finishing third and qualifying automatically as well for the finals of the women's 200 meters.
Victoria Karika. Joel Echampong would want to have a few moments with some of the athletes, but there Victoria goes. Victoria delivers her through. It is a very, very, very good throw, but one she's not happy about.
Once it's not a 60-meter mark, she definitely won't be happy. Everybody's in pursuit of that gold medal.
Abdul says, you will have to try next time. This is mine.
I've got here Falco Van Wich, making sure that he cleared that one. You were looking at clearing 5.62, right?
Yeah, no, it's my PB. And the guys back at home are cooking this year. So two 5.60s from the two youngsters back in South Africa. So a bit of pressure, but unfortunately not today. Maybe next time, we'll see. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the performance. 5.40 it's a good one.
Winning silver in Douala and then gold here in Ghana at the last championship. Really, what was the target?
To enjoy, I've been stared in the face with a testimony of giving up, And then I just, God came and he gave me a reason to keep on fighting and perseverance, you know. So I'm just so happy, all glory to God. And if it's not for him, then I wouldn't be able to do this, you know. So there's no plan, just to enjoy for now. Yeah.
Before you go, what is the number that you're chasing in your head currently before the season ends?
Ish, you know. I think everybody wants 582. But for now, small margin. So 560, I'll be happy with a 560, and then 570, it's progression. You know, I think 560 will be great. I think,
All the best.
All right, thank you guys so much. Cheers, guys.
Valco West, after winning gold in Accra, hit 2 of the women's 200 meter semis.
Hit 2 semi-finals and they are underway. A very good start there from the Egyptian Ahmed. It is a good one there, and the Ivorian is in the lead now. Kone, comfortable lead for Kone, who's driving home. Very impressive, comfortable run there, and Kone does have it, followed by the Egyptian Mahmoud Ahmed. 23-26 there for Kone of Ivory Coast, picking the win and qualifying from this semi-final. And there it is, Mahmoud Ahmed, second in this particular semi-finals and progressing as well. She is full of smiles, very happy to have qualified and finishing second in this semi-final.
And she shuts it down with about 20 meters to go. Very, very comfortable. That is how you kill a heat. Putting all the effort in the first 150 meters, it just eases down. She has a bit more in the tank, and this promises to be a very sumptuous 200-meter women's final. Nobody in the mold of Christine Mboma, who holds the African record, 21.78, ridiculously good. And we also saw earlier on at the Diamond League, Sharika Jackson running 22.07, so it's a pretty decent time, and hopefully there's more to come in the final. But Kone in absolute control. She looks like the real deal in this one.
She had full control. Back to javelin women final. The lady from Cape Verde, Duarte Mora, about to take her through. The lady from Cabo Verde, Duarte.
She is currently in a silver medal position. Will she be a threat to the gold medal that is about to be won by Excel Abdul of Egypt, who has now set a new personal best, 60.97.
Still in the women's javelin final, Abdul runs up again in a bid to improve that 60.97, lets it fly, and it's good. It's good, not as good as 60.97, but the crowd will applaud that effort. She is in the form of her life. That is a lifetime best she put out earlier there, and she smiles at this. I think she was actually hoping it will get better. A comfortable lead for the gold medal.
The last time someone said he wasn't a comfortable lead, it never turned out right.
No, but this is really comfortable. I mean, we haven't had anybody above the 55-meter mark, and for competition of this magnitude, I think 60 meters secures you that gold medal. And once she made that count, she knew that No one was catching her. So Yeshiwork is next from Ethiopia. Runs up. Angle is good. 45 degrees to the throw. And it goes. But the power lacks. Decent at best.
Came down flat.
Is that going to be a red flag?
I mean, I will be disappointed if that is red flag. Wherever you're joining us from, this is the 24th edition of the African Athletics Championships here in Accra. Our very good friends in Nairobi is following this championship on Kenya Broadcasting Corporation, and we appreciate the fact that you have done that. But there come the 200 meters athletes who are competing for a place in the final. It's the semi-final here, and there we have Liberia and Liberia. However, Cape Verde wants to finish first, and they have finished first, with Liberia finishing second. From the Gambia, Jauna Nina, 23.58. I beg your pardon. And I'm certain many other countries, including the one I mentioned just a couple of moments ago, would have liked to have her on their list of athletes.
But Ghana in lane 8, and she was struggling after the first 100. Pulled up race a bit too hot for her, but Nigeria came in at the very last minute to dip at the tape and take that last automatic qualifying spot for the final. Gladys Boateng could not make the cut, unfortunately for Ghana.
Jauna Nina is panting for breath. She needs it. Gladys Boateng came 8th, 25.46. 8 out of 8.
And of the 3 semi-finals, I think this had the slowest speed for the automatic qualifiers.
Simone Darius of Liberia, 23.67, came second. There's Nwanko Ross.
That means the 2 fastest qualifiers will be from the first 2 semi-finals. 4th place may not be enough.
Whenever I come across the name Nwanko, guess who crosses my mind?
Kanu.
Nwanko Kanu. Liberia takes a very, very good throw. Caroline took that through. Next up is Sharon Shaban. The women's javelin final. Sharon takes her angle, bends it nice, throws it nice. Right, has landed in a very difficult position for officials to actually get it right. But they have found where it landed, and they will be able to tell the distance she was able to cover.
I think she wants to get on the podium. Currently in 4th place. She's looking for a chance to double Egypt's medal count on the podium. I think this should be an improvement on her last throw. And Van Choki is on to her next. Run up is good, and lets the javelin fly. It's a decent throw, but nowhere close to a 60-meter mark, which is obviously the gold standard.
Athlete, every competitor would want a more decent throw. It is only descent when it is in medal place. For they are here for medals. They are here to fight for medals. They are here to make their countries proud. And there she grabs to see the distance she's been able to cover. Yana Van Shoki. Cabo Verde. Duarte. Ariane Duarte Mora. She is gorgeous and she has delivered a very gorgeous throw.
But it lands very close to the mark she's previously made, around 54.60. That's been her biggest throw. She's just around that same figure.
She is in for silver. She is in a position for silver.
Ariane Duarte Mora. There you have Osama coming again with another big throw. Is it? No, not up to the previous 60-meter mark.
Well, the first throw always seems to be the best. That's when the athlete is freshest. Very difficult to get an improvement on a 60-meter throw in any competition anywhere in the world.
Absolutely. But she's full of smiles. Asel Osama Abdul.
And that should be past the 50-meter mark at the very least. From first viewing.
Ethiopia's Anima Ortiz Yeshuak with her attempt in javelin final for the women. It's a good one. An improvement over her previous throws. But she knows she is way behind the top three.
Now Victoria
knows she needs a bigger throw to guarantee her victory at this championship today.
Still not good enough. Gold for Egypt, it appears. Silver for Cabo Verde, it appears. And the bronze is likely to be heading to South Africa.
Appears to be that way, unless of course Kenya's Caroline have other ideas under her sleeve. Ian Caroline Ojo of Kenya with her attempt.
And there she comes. There she angles the javelin. And she would deliver it. And she'll be disappointed.
That will still be behind the top three as it stands, even though it looked to be very impressive, this particular throw.
Shireen comes. Shireen wants support. Shireen delivers her through. The moment you had the energy, you needed to deliver your best. When it doesn't happen, you are found wanting.
And Shireen does know for sure that she needs to produce something much bigger if she is to break into the top 3. The floodlights are out at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Day 5. And there you have South Africa's Jana ready for her throw. The approach is good. The angling is good. It flies. It's a good one, but still not close to that monstrous throw from Osama.
I'm sure Osama will be seated there smiling, watching them huff and puff, watching them attempt to meet her figure.
They could probably move her from bronze to silver. Looks like.
And she will be happy. She will want that. And there comes the national record holder for javelin for Cabo Verde. Duarte.
The adorable looking Duarte.
Just a few days ago, she threw 55.48 and she has delivered 54.60. Will she do better in Accra?
There you have your answer.
The skies of Accra could smile at that javelin flying all over to go and land on the stadium pitch. At a distance, she will be hoping it's good enough to walk away with a medal. Abdul comes. Will Abdul do better? She has already set a personal best. Will she do better? She hasn't.
The red flag, and so that throw will not be even recorded, and so that's it actually for the javelin throw. And there you see her already with her flag, the Egyptian flag flying on her shoulders.
But she knows she has done it.
Absolutely. Osama Abdul with a gold medal in javelin throw women for Egypt. The throw of 60.97, enough to see her grab the gold medal with her personal best as well.
And this is how it all began. Shireen, the 48.47. She would later follow up with 47.21. Q138 before wrapping up. Her contest tonight
The top 2 places plus the 2 next fastest times will advance to the final.
And there we bring you the 200 meters semi-final. Joseph Paul Amoah, who has opened his season in Accra with 21.01.
But very, very tight race we have on our hands here. Semi-final 1 in the 200 meters for the men. They are on their marks. Gary No from Mauritius, Abdulaziz from Senegal, JP Amoah from Ghana, Chuma Methembe from Zimbabwe, Lubatlang from Botswana, Malik Deng from South Sudan,